Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are diving into the core concept of Spring Boot, that is bean. What exactly are beans in the Spring Boot and why they are so important? Let's break it down. So what is bean? So in Spring Boot, a bean is basically an object that managed by the Spring framework. Imagine a framework as a kind of factory that create, configure and manage this object for you. Beans are centered to the concept of IOC, that is inversion of control. That just mean that instead of you creating object manually, Spring take care of it, and this process is called as dependency injection. So how to create a bean? You can define a bean in a couple of different ways. One common method used, that is annotation, like at the red bean, at the red component, at that service, at the red repository, and or at the red controller. This annotation tells Spring that hey manage this bean like that. Spring Boot also has this cool feature called automatic bean discovery. That means it automatically detects classes with annotation like the red component or at the red service in your application and treat them as a bean. This saves from explicitly declaring every bean. Next, let's talk about the bean lifecycle. A bean in Spring Boot goes through the several stages like creation, initialization, and destruction. The best part, Spring manages these phases for you. But if you need more control, you can hook into this life cycle and customize into the initialization or destruction. By default, beans are singleton in Spring Boot. That means one instance of bean will exist throughout the application's lifecycle. But if you need more flexibility, like creating a new instance each time a bean is required, you can change the bean scope to prototype or even scope to a specific request or a session. So how do we use this bean? Spring injects them whenever they are needed using a process called dependency injection. Uh, you can inject beans through constructor injection, setter injection, or a field injection. Constructor injection is the most recommended as it takes dependency clear and avoid hidden dependencies.
So we annotate this as service layer. Service public class then we'll declare a variable my service okay, and we'll implement a constructor my controller service my service. Then this dot my service equals to my service. So that's a simple constructor injection where we have to annotate this as auto wire. Okay.
Thanks for watching. See you soon.